Good afternoon, everyone present here. Myself, Akash Maurya, and I'm coordinating with my other group member, Aditya Marathe, Dhavat Mehta, and Ankur Mishra. And our topic is disk scheduling and kernel in operating system. Next slide, please. What is an operating system? An operating system, OS, is the most important program that is first loaded on a computer when you switch on the system. Operating system is a system software. The communication between a user and a system take place with the help of operating system. It is necessary to have at least one operating system installed in the computer system in order to run basic program like browsers. For the slide, over to you, Aditya.
Thank you, Prakash. Myself, Aditya Marathe, roll number 25. Some types of operating system are batch operating system, multitasking, time sharing operating system, multiprocessing operating system, real-time operating system, network operating system, and mobile operating system. Windows, Linux, Mac OS, and Android are example of operating system that enable the user to use program like MS Office, Notepad, and games on the computer or mobile phone. So next slide. What is kernel? In computing, the kernel is the central component of most computer operating system. It is a bridge between applications and the actual data processing done at the hardware level. It acts it acts as an interface between the user application and the hardware. The sole aim of kernel is to manage the communication between the software user level application and the hardware, CPU, disk memory, etc. When a process makes request of the kernel, the request is called a system call. Various kernel design differ in how they manage system calls and resources. Over to you.
My name is Ankur Mishra and my roll number is 28. So types of kernels. Microkernel. A microkernel is a minimal computer operating system kernel which is a purest form, provides no operating system services at all. Only the mechanism needed to implement such service such as low-level addresses, space management, and etc. Advantage of it is it has good performance, and disadvantage it has a difference between system component and lines of code in millions. And examples are Amigo OS and Minix. And second type of kernel is monolithic kernel. It is one type of kernel where all operating system service operate in kernel space. It has dependencies between system components. Advantage: it is more stable, and disadvantage is there are lots of system calls context switches. Example: Unix, Linux, OpenVMS. Application of kernel. The Linux kernel is constantly growing with 20 million lines of code in 2018. From a foundational level, this kernel is layered into a variety of subsystems. Beyond Linux, Apple developed the XNU OS kernel in 1996 as a hybrid of Mac and a BSD kernels and paired it with an Objective-C application programming interface (API). Moreover, that Windows use hybrid kernel for their system to be smoothly running. It has combination of both mono and microkernels. Over to you, Dhavat.
Yeah, thank you, Ankur. I will be saying about
Welcome.
disk scheduling and their algorithms. So yeah, the disk scheduling is done by operating system to schedule I/O requests arriving for the disk. Disk scheduling is also known as I/O scheduling. I/O scheduling and disk scheduling are both similar terms. So disk scheduling algorithms are further to be explained, and there are FCFS. FCFS is the simplest of all the disk scheduling algorithms. In FCFS, the requests are addressed in the order they arrive in the disk space. And the advantages of this disk scheduling algorithms are every request gets a fair chance here. So everyone gets a fair chance and knows it's not like that. Like if first came in first and second, then everyone gets equal chance. Disadvantage of it is does not try to optimize seek time. It take a long time to run and it doesn't seek the time. SSTF is the second one here. In TF, request having shortest seek time. So here we can do the fastest work, and every request is calculated in advance in the queue, and then they are scheduled according to their calculated seek time. So yeah, the advantages of the SSTF are average response time decreases. So yeah, as I said, it is a fast disk scheduling, so that's why it does its job faster. Disadvantage of SSTF is overhead to calculate seek time in advance. Sometimes to be fast, uh, it gets more errors. So next slide, Ankur. Yeah, so next one here is SCAN, which is also known as scan. In scan algorithm, the disk arm moves into a particular direction and services the request is coming in its path, and after reaching the end of the disk, it reverses its direction and again services the request arriving its path. So advantage of this is it's high throughout the time, low variance of response time and average response time is there. Disadvantage of it is long waiting time is there for requests for locations just visited by Discam. It is a long process to do. C scan in scan algorithm, as we saw that the Discam again scans a path that has been scanned. Here this it is reversing the case. After reversing its direction, so it may be possible that too many requests are waiting at the end, or there may be a zero or few requests pending at that scanned area. The advantages of C-scan is provides more uniform wait time compared to scan. That's all. Other than that, it is similar to scan. So we'll be winding up with this, and thank you, ma'am,
Thank you.
for
Thank you.
Thank you,
listening.
ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.